Yeah, it's your girl BossChick Raine. It's Battle Talk Tuesday. Live more, worry less. I'm with that all the way. Let's get to chopping this fable.
Right? Go.
So I was gonna do the live differently. I wanted to like play videos and show y'all, but that's not ready right now. So we're gonna do it this way. I'm gonna wait for some of y'all to get in so you can chime in, and I'm gonna queue up where I'm going to start from. Is the Geechee Gotti and Surf conversation, which I think was pretty good. It's Battle Talk Tuesday. Talk to me, baby. Now I'm gonna talk to y'all. I'm gonna give y'all my opinion. So I want to just, I'm gonna get a couple more people get in here, and then I'm going to get right into it. I wanted to like really show why I came to my conclusion. So I'm gonna start from my post earlier. Battle Talk Tuesday. Be tuning in. We are about to. I'm just giving my opinion. Everyone got their 2 cents. I got my 2 cents, and my 2 cents. I just see things differently. Not YouTube yet, but I will be. What's up, Antoine? I'm only live here right now. So I'm only going to be live. Hopefully, I was going to do an hour, but I probably can't. So I'm interviewing Sirius Jones on Instagram. So I'm going to try to make this like a half an hour max. Yeah, so we're going to start from the beginning. I'm going to start from my post, right? And then I'm going to get into, because I want to be fair. I think it's obvious that accountability falls on the battle rappers first, right? That's a given. A lot of times when I make posts or I say certain things, I'm thinking that certain things are a given. So I'm going to go to my first, my initial post, which was Sunday. Now, when I made that post, it was based on seeing Coffee's 15 Minutes of Fame interview, seeing the lives of, seeing Hustle Go Live, NBD's live, and so I used that, and plus a bunch of other things I saw that took place between Saturday and Sunday. So my initial, I'm going to find it first. My initial response was this, right? I'm just going over it a lot of people tuned in to that post, but I want to just say that first, because a lot of times when I say things, I'm thinking that you guys know that it's a given. You know what I'm saying? So since then, Goods has chimed in, and I think he pretty much said what I'm saying, what I'm about to read. Who else chimed in? I'm going to also play some of the interview that Debo, aka I call him Febo, I don't fuck with that nigga, but I still have integrity. So his interview to me was very important with this, because I'm gonna tell y'all. So first, my first post was now that I've seen the complete battle. Oh yeah, and the battle, watching the battle. Boss Lady, what's up? Oh, Myth, what's goody? Let me get into this real quick. So yeah, if you have beef with your opponent on the day of the battle, then my opinion is that either you, as a professional battle, this goes for also rappers, right? If you're a professional, that means you get paid to do what you do, period. So professional rapper, professional battle rapper, whatever, you know what I'm saying? For battle rap in particular, I feel that, yeah, your first mindset should be to secure the bag. So everybody who was around Hustle and Coffee, everybody who was around them, Peace Queen, Shay Bars was goody, everyone who was around them should have been with that mindset, especially Hustle. I'm placing more on her because she's really the vet. And I'm saying this too on some big sis shit because I'm going to bring it full circle, right? on my post, on all my posts, I try to remain as neutral as possible and point points for both sides. You know what I'm saying? So if you are following this is important, because I'm going to play Geechee's assessment. I'm going to play a bunch of assessments. I'm going to play pieces of interviews, and I'm going to tell you why I feel that accountability, which is important in business, right? It's very hard for adults already to take accountability. Like, grown-ass people don't take accountability. One thing that I've tried to do as a grown woman is to take accountability for everything I do, whether I'm right or wrong, right? So, sorry, I don't know what the hell that was. So, with that said, accountability in business is kind of like automatic. You automatically have to take accountability, because when you don't and you start doing a blame game, that's how businesses end up in court, because no one wants to take accountability for what they've done, right? So tonight we're going to do some boss talk. We're going to do some boss talk, and which is why I came up with at the end of the day, this really does fall on URL. And I'm going to tell you why. So, obviously, like I said, initially, yes, it falls on the battle rappers. You're supposed to be professional. I've been talking about professionalism in battle rap for a long time. Almost 10 years, right? Because as someone that was doing media in 2011, right? I'm battle rapping at the same time. So I'm entering into a new field, and I'm dealing with battle rappers not showing up to interviews, or not even like doing a lot of stuff that's unprofessional. And even fast forwarding a couple of years ago, me hosting some of the biggest face-offs, dealing with unprofessionalism. Not like them not like being mad late, showing up late and having bad energy. Also accountability on me, right? So some face-offs, one or two face-offs that I felt like I got a lot of criticism for. I can't think of which one. I'm going to say one that I can use as an example is Mook versus Verb, right? Now, I'm bringing this up because I'm trying to show y'all how the other side of being professional, where I was hosting or being a mediator, trying to do my job, but I felt like, honestly, afterwards, like when doing that, I'm being professional in an environment that's not professional. I think that's a bad example, because that's a bad example. I think it was hosting the press conference. And see, what people don't realize is that, a nigga came crazy at you. I'm not sure which one that is. They come crazy a lot of times. But I was trying to be professional in an environment that does not really respect professionalism. So I'm bringing it full circle. Now that this big bag is in battle rap, which is caffeine, right? Now, all of a sudden, this debacle happens and people want to talk about being professional. I'm just trying to bring it full circle to tell y'all that it's a growing pain. You know what I'm saying? Initially, in watching it in real time, I did feel like Hustle was the least professional. But that's why I said I tried to be fair. Coffee was the most professional, seemingly. However, I'm trying to like keep it like in order, but let me also say this. Seemingly, right? Because not only did she get her rounds out, like Good said, right? She came there, executed her rounds before the alleged power outage, which I don't believe was a fucking power outage. I don't think so. But the alleged power outage, she executed flawlessly. I have a lot of sidebars. Sidebar, there's two types of people with regards to battle rap and to this, right? The two types of people in this debacle are the ones that have a problem with Coffee running, right? And the other, no, my bad. The ones that have a problem with Coffee rapping to the camera, and the ones that don't. Now, as a person who watches battle rap, even as a battle rapper, as a fan, as a media person, all of that, as a judge, I watch battle rap, me in particular, I watch battle rap for entertainment. I always added the entertainment factor. I want to be entertained. I am not a bars over everything person. I want to hear bars, but I want to be fucking entertained. I'm a hip hop person, and that's what I bring to battle rap. I bring the hip hop element. It's not a separation for me. I want everything. I want the swag. I want the bars. I want the freestyle. I want whatever you got that's going to wow me. So with that said, I had no problem with Coffee rapping to the camera because Johnny Floss, I had no problem with Coffee rapping to the camera because that was fucking entertaining. You guys are at this stage in battle rap where even this humongous bag is in it with URL and caffeine, right? But battle rap itself still is at the level now where it's pigeonholing itself. So in my opinion, my professional opinion, is the bloggers who are saying, oh, I don't want to see her rapping to the camera. You're bugging the fuck out. Hello, I can speak as a battle rapper. When you're performing, right? It's two things you do automatically every time. One, you rap to your opponent, and two, you rap about your opponent to the audience. Those are the best performers, the ones that can rap to their opponent, but know when to balance it out to rap to the audience, to the point that they include the audience sometimes. That's being a fucking entertainer. And battle rappers, in my opinion, the best ones are entertainers as well. So, with that said, I had no problem with Coffee rapping to the camera. Rap to the camera. I was fully engaged in her because her material to me was good. She talked about her opponent. Now, the balance wasn't there, right? Because she's not rapping at Hustle, but she's talking about her while she's there. She's not even paying her no mind. To me, that was dope because that's a part of entertainment. Also, that's the bag that you get in when you're practicing. You know what I'm saying? You're in front of the mirror. You become the rhymes. And when you really are on point with your rhymes, that's what you're doing. You get in that bag and you perform. You know what I'm saying? That's where I gotta bring it back to me being a part of it. One thing that I brought to Queen of the Ring, and only a few girls did this, is that I worked the ring. What are we here for? The girls that stay in the corner, they was always whack to me. Why are you in the corner? We got a big ass ring, rap to the audience, spaz on your opponent, but have balance and rap to the audience. So cool. Now, going to Hustle, right? Here's the issue. So Hustle, all right, so the other side, I'm trying to be fair. So the other side of that, no, that was weird having Coffee. That was weird. Coffee, being chased, running from her opponent. So here's the real talk on that. The real talk on that is this. Coffee, all right, so I didn't do the full research to see who exactly started it, but I feel that Coffee started it once she went too low online. Another case in point, as a battle rapper, back in the day, Twitter was always the place that battle rap really lived. So you would talk your shit on Twitter, right? Same shit that happened with Coffee and Hustle. So as I was talking my shit and people talking their shit, the moment that a girl got too out of line, I would check that shit because I know me. I'm not on that type of time. I'm not talking tough. I'm just being real. If I feel that you're going too far and I'm being disrespected, I'm not going to announce that it's on site. It's just on site. So I would just check that ahead of time, yo, don't play with me like that. We can talk our shit to sell a battle or whatever, but the moment you go too far, that's the problem with women also. A lot of times we take it too far. And so, in my opinion, everybody saw when it was going too far. Everybody felt the way. People were hitting me up are you going to talk about it? Do you think that it's going too far? I mean, the moment, in my opinion, that Coffee posted Hustle's half nudes and what she wrote attached to it is when it went too far. It was bad. Okay? So, Hustle engaged. So, I'm saying that to say this. part of me felt, the more information I got, I felt like Coffee really played chess. Coffee played chess to the T, that in my opinion, Coffee came out the best in this whole shit because she stayed professional, seemingly. But see, here's the thing. I'm bringing full circle. When we used to talk shit online and it would go too far, right? No cap, no lie. Everybody who talks the most shit never, ever wants that smoke in person. Never. Ever. And I'm not saying even off me. I'm talking about all these girls who go back and forth, be so disrespectful, talk about kids, whatever. And I'm saying outside of the battle, they would do this, right? And then the day of the event, it'll be all this talking shit. When I see you, and then the day of the event, it's none of that. So to me, Coffee running in the ring was reminiscent of that. Of you're the girl who started it, that talked the most shit, and now that we're here, you don't want that problem. Or it could be viewed as she just was trying to like not do it on site, like at the battle. She also said that she saw Hustle the day before in the lobby. But what was also said, sidebar, keep up with me because I'm gonna be all over the place. Sidebar is that Caffeine had them chaperoned. That went off in my head. You had them chaperoned? Okay, so what that says to me is that they're protecting their investment. What that also says to me is that they were cognizant of how far it went. Okay? So, okay, now what I'm going to do is play a piece of, I'm going to give my opinion on it first. I was going to play a piece of, I'm going to tell y'all to go watch the interview between Debo and 15 Minutes of Fame. The interview is seemingly very professional, right? It's a very professional interview, seemingly. So I'm watching this interview, right? I say seemingly because anybody who's been around knows the history between him and I. But sidebar, I have integrity. My integrity would never be up for question. And I want to explain and reiterate what integrity is. Integrity is what you have, is when you're credible even amongst your ops and enemies. That means that I don't gotta lie on my ops. My ops ain't gotta worry about me ever lying because I'm gonna tell the truth every time, whether I'm right or wrong. That's integrity. You stand tall, like sidebar, street terms, a nigga could go to jail for something that his ops did, but because he doesn't go against the grain, y'all might think it's stupid, he'll go to jail. I know a nigga like that who did that. He'll go to jail before he snitches, even on his ops. That's integrity. I'm sorry, that's what it is, right? So I'm watching this interview and I'm like, okay, Debo. Phoebo. You know, I used to call him Phoebo, fake Debo, because nigga, you ain't thugging nobody. But okay, Debo. You looking good, Debo. Meaning I'm reading the comments and a lot of the comments were bigging him up. Right? So I'm like, as someone who's been around, I'm watching, I'm like, this is good. So I'm telling you from my point of view that this is a sidebar, that a lot of times when you can thug it out, and it's a jewel, when you thug it out, and you could be a bullshit ass person, but you do enough to balance that shit out, and you weather the storm, you can get past all that and be good. So that's how I assessed when I was reading all the comments. But you know why? Here's I'm gonna bring it back. I veered off. I'm gonna bring it back. It's because, okay, so the interview was very professional, right? He was very, very strategic as to what he said. To me, I didn't have a problem with anything he said, but I'm gonna tell you what the problem is with what he said, right? So he made it a point to uplift the women or to speak on the women in the utmost, with the utmost respect. He kept saying women's battle rap, you know, these ladies. He placed no blame on either one, and he placed no blame on anybody. The line of questioning, which I did respect, surprisingly, was trying to channel who's to blame. No, he was Brother Ra, which is what he was calling him, right? Brother Ra was trying to channel when things get this volatile, right? How does it normally go? Like, who's to blame if you can see the violence happening before the battle? He didn't say that, but he basically said that, right? He did a very good job of being PC about a very difficult question. And Debo, in my opinion, answered it well, but this is what stood out. He said, I don't have no dog in this fight. He said that 3 times. So you don't have no dog in this fight. You don't have no dog in this fight? He was like, I flew to LA for moral support. You flew to LA for moral support for the ladies. Because, you know, they calling me the godfather of female battle rap. Word, nigga? You the godfather? I ain't never heard their nigga call you that. But if you the godfather, then in my opinion, what you should have did, because you knew, he said it in the interview. He said, you know, during the, they calling it promo, which they didn't call it promo, sidebar, it wasn't, they got so disrespectful at a point that they were, in my opinion, they were not promoting the battle. It was never promotion. It was, this is how I feel. It was violence. So you knew. So your godfather ass didn't tell nobody, since now you're like a liaison, basically. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to disrespect. You're a liaison, right? Because you kept saying you don't have no dog in this fight. How you don't have no dog in this fight and you're the godfather of female battle rap? You do have a dog, nigga. Your platform is why they're there. Essentially, the Queen of the Ring platform is what got these women to get the bag with caffeine and URL. Your platform. So how you don't have a dog in this fight when you've booked them first? Well, not first, but you've booked them before. And you came there for moral support. Okay, cool. Then I'm thinking, okay, so I'm highlighting that. It's important because, again, he's saying, I read the comments, right? And this is why I keep saying critical thinking, because outside of all of like 80% of the comments that were seeing him in a positive light, there were a couple of comments that were like, you don't have a dog in this fight? That means that it's not a Queen of the Ring battle. So you don't care. And that's lame. That's my opinion. That's lame. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't have a dog in this fight? I just keep saying that. Like, how you don't have a dog in this fight? But you're like the head of the face. A man is the face of female battle rap, but you don't have a dog in the fight. Okay, cool. So then I'm watching. Matter of fact, I want to play some of it. Because when I was watching it, I'm like, that stood out. Oh, okay. I say this respectfully. QB, the only person that can go disrespectful and is creatively delivered. Michael was goody. I would say that, and that's a part of her brand. She built disrespect into her brand, so no one's going to take it that way. But I'm glad you brought QB up, because 3 people brought up QB versus Hustle, and I'm going to bring it up later. But the other thing that stood out is, where was I going? Where was I going? The other thing that stood out was professionalism. Now, y'all been around. Mike, what up? You've been around. I don't have to say it. Well, I'm going to say it, but you either say yay or nay. Has Queen of the Ring as a company ever been seen as a professional company? When a professional brand? You tell me. Just say yay or nay. In my opinion, it's never been professional. But you sat there talking about the women and saying how professional you were. But your whole MO up until now, which you weathered, like I just said before, he weathered the storm, right? He got through all that bullshit, things that he caused on himself. Exactly. Hell no. People who are real, we all Queen of the Ring fans. But let's keep it real, Debo. You have never, not you, Queen of the Ring has never been professional. So that's cool though, because I think that the investment was made knowing that. That's why I'm bringing it full circle. The investment was made knowing that. But you sat there in that interview being professional. You're such a professional. Cool. He didn't really place any professionalism blame on Hustle or, you was there, BB Kings, you know. I'm not here to bash. I'm not gonna bash. I'm just saying that I'm highlighting the interview and how it looked professional because it was a well-delivered interview, but you're saying things that can be refuted with facts. He did take accountability saying that he had to get there. But my point in bringing up the lack of professionalism in Queen of the Ring is the fact that you never bred professionalism in your brand. So the girls that are being bred, I'm not saying, I want to say the right thing. I'm saying that professionalism was never bred into your brand. So this debacle was not new to you, which I can say in your defense, maybe you didn't say anything or intervene because you thought that it would subside. Because it has in the past. Like I said, these girls will talk mad shit back and forth on Twitter, online, in the groups. OTF been around. They'll be in the groups. They'll be tearing each other down. It's ugly. It's nasty. And guess what? You get to the event, it's no smoke. We got through. So that's why I can't respect you not having a dog in this fight because there have been other events where you get to the event and it's smoke. It's smoke. But that's why I'm saying that that's important because professionalism was never bred into the fold. So it's kind of like interesting to me that this idea of professionalism is being placed on them. I'm not making it a man-woman thing, but professionalism, again, is something that I was bringing up for the longest in battle rap because it was taking the longest to get there because it's not a professional sport. It's a street sport that is getting professional with the bag. Okay, let's fast forward. So it's getting there with the bag, right? So I'm going to play some of, y'all tell me if I can hear it. I agree with Geechee Gotti. And I agree with him because, like him, I'm a mogul. I've started several entities within battle rap from 10 years ago. He's way more successful than me. His brand is bigger than mine, but I'm saying that because his mindset is like that of a mogul, that of a boss, which is why he said what he said. Some of you may agree, some of you may not. But what he said was he spoke as a boss. He said that if he has a league, this is what I'm trying to say, he's a mogul. He has a league, right? He said, if I saw battlers that I booked getting that crazy, either I'm going to intervene. That's the whole point I'm getting to. Why the fuck did nobody intervene? I don't hear Hustle or Coffee saying that I got a call from Smack or whoever, not Smack. I don't want to say no names. I got a call from such and such, even Debo. I'm using Debo. I got a call from him. He said to chill. You know why? This is why I'm coming to why I feel this is on URL. Okay, one other part. I'm freestyling all of this, right? You got to have some. Exactly. And someone should have stepped in to protect the bag. To protect the bag. Because obviously these girls are not. Right? Obviously, common sense. People keep saying Hustle was late. She's calling. To me, the lateness came from making sure that there was no... I felt like she was going to back out. She was calling to back out. Because when you pull from all the interviews and different things, Coffee said you're on the phone with Beasley and Smack, they barking, you crying, yada, 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 because she didn't want to battle. Now, when she's battling, she's so angry that she couldn't get her words. Hustle is normally flawless for the most part. We've all been there, well, I've been there, where I've been so angry that I can't fucking get the words out. So when you're seeing it in the first round, she's angry. Two things with that anger. One, this is the only reason why I think it's valid that Coffee didn't stand there and take that. Because Hustle was too angry. If I'm Coffee, all right, so two things. It's not contradictions. I'm just trying to be fair. Two things. If I popped as much shit as Coffee did, I'm standing there. I'm going to take it. But if you do too much, you run the risk of a fight. So I'm saying that Coffee kept it moving because she's like, Hustle was too angry in my opinion, for anybody to just take that and get it off. But at the same time, she was valid. She was valid because Coffee went too far. But then it's like, damn, son, you going crazy. You going crazy in front of the money, though. That's the only issue. But I see why, because it went too far. But then, if it's true, Coffee says she seen you in the hotel lobby the day before. So on site means on site. We different. I'm not announcing on site. On site means on site. On site is not. I'm not announcing that shit. On site is a feeling. It's like how you feel when you see somebody. Like, I'm not thinking about shit. I'm just gonna walk up to you. And so I'm not condoning that. I'm saying that maybe she should have been the first person to smack a bitch in the ring. And I'm saying bitches because it was some bitch shit. Maybe she should have been the first. If you felt that froggy, that's why I made the post. You either going to be professional, secure the bag, or you're not. I believe in feeling froggy. You feel froggy, leap. You leap and deal with the consequences. Because the way you were acting, obviously, you didn't care about your back end. I'm thinking. It's not talking tough. It's that if I'm feeling froggy, right? See, people thought that me and Matt was going to fight. I never felt like I was going to fight, but I was livid, but I wanted to just body her, which I did. You know what I'm saying? But when she was talking through my rounds, I'm like, yo, stop fucking talking through my rounds, yo. That didn't mean I was going to smack her or hook off, but if she would have did something, if I would have felt the need to feel froggy, I would have leapt. I would have leapt, whatever. Restore Order Hustle said they was in different hotels. Didn't Hustle say they was? Okay, so you giving me more info. I didn't see. That's the only thing I didn't watch before this live. So thank you for informing me. They were in different hotels, but they were in different hotels. This is what I'm trying to say. Where Coffee played chess, because Coffee did the calm, cool, collected post-battle interview in the same parking lot where they was calling her out at. After she played all these chess moves. That's the only thing. It's like, you knew that Hustle was not going to be as professional as you. You knew that. She said it in the interview. Right? You went way below the belt. I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to say it again. Everybody, and I haven't seen anybody yet, everybody who gets super, I mean, I'm quite sure it's wild ones out there, but everybody who gets super crazy online, it's never like that in person. Y'all can vouch for that. I've never seen nobody get crazy online and really, because my whole first round against Matrimony, not that it was that online shit, but it was just like a talking tough thing where, you know, you simmer down. Once the chick was like, what happened? What happened? You was like, oh, nothing. That's how it be. People will be, I gotta say, because I've had this happen to me before too, where people will literally suck dick in person and talk the most shit online. And you be like, you was just sucking dick yesterday. But now you in my face and you want to kiss ass. I mean, now you online and you want to talk shit. You want to talk tough. Why is that? So I'm just bringing it full circle. You know what I'm saying? So Coffee looked the most professional. You know what I'm saying? And she played chess. So with that said, I'm going to play a little bit of this because I really felt Geechee on this. Right? Hold on.
Two different dudes. I just feel like that's it. I told
Can y'all hear it?
I feel like they got too big of a name. That's it. They got too big of a name that carried.
All right. So a couple of things, right? People are saying that Geechee was biased because he rocked with Hustle. I'm going to say this. That was not a good decision, but he explained why he did it. So to me, him explaining why he did it is enough. But however, in real time, automatically, if I'm Coffee and I see that Hustle is on your live calling me out to fight, you kind of like indirectly involved yourself. You inserted yourself into some shit, but he didn't. Now, real niggas like me, I'm a real nigga, right? When you watching the live, when you're watching the live, he's kind of hiding, yo. He's not trying to be in the shit. So that's what validates it for me. He let her use his live because her shit was down, and honestly, it made more sense for her to use his live because his following is like hers. I get it. But I don't think it was the best decision, but he stood on it, and I don't have a problem with what he said about it because she's EFB, and she called him saying what he said, and saying what she said, and he said security called him, which is wild that security called him. So yeah, there's that. Like I said, when you watch the video, when you watch the live, he's kind of like, shout out to my man, happy birthday. He's not trying to really be in it. I think that, sidebar about him, like I said, I think he's a mogul on the way to being a mogul. I think that his mindset, for the most part, is displaying business ethics. So, okay, we gotta wrap it up, right? So why did I say that it's on URL? The only thing that they both can agree on, Hustle and Coffee, the only common denominator between both of them is what? They both said they did not want to do the battle. So when I made this post on Sunday and people left comments, that's why I keep trying to tell you, a lot of juice be in the comments. Read the comments. That's on everything. Skim through the comments. Get the real info, right? So people left comments, and I'm reading the comments, and I'm like, did you see Hustle When Restore Order podcast? She made a lot of sense, yo, and had receipts. Unfortunately, I didn't watch that before this live, which is where I fucked up at. But Ralph, what's goody? I'm gonna watch that. That's why I'm not here to place it all on Hustle. I think accountability falls on both of them, but to me, accountability falls on the platform because the platform knew how volatile this battle had the potential to be. And so this is what I figured today, right? So in the comments, people were saying that the battle's forced. No, they implied the battle was forced. So I'm saying, you think the battle was forced? That's what I'm being told. Because they both said no. They both said they didn't want to do the battle months ago. The battle was scheduled 2 times, right? The first time, whatever happened. Is it a battle that needed to happen? Yes, at some point, but maybe not right now. You blaming URL caffeine, though. I think caffeine was more to blame. URL, too. URL is the liaison of caffeine. Like, caffeine probably is more to blame, but this is another part of our business, right? And when you get the bag, when you're doing something like battle rap, which is something that's more cultured, and then corporate comes into play. The liaison, I'm glad you said that, Raine. The liaison, I always used to wonder, like, okay, when the bag comes in, like, I feel like I'm that person. There's different people like Poison Pen. There's people that you need to be around when the bag comes so that the bag, the corporate, doesn't fuck up the culture. We know that things have to change when the bag comes, but you want it to like not change too much. So that's where URL comes in because they are essentially the biggest platform in battle rap. They are the representatives of the culture. They are the culture, right? Like I'm the culture, you are the culture. Like, people who fuck, like they're the purest form. So blame gets placed on them. Like, I hate doing the blame game, but in business it's different. Accountability is automatic. Like, even as a grown woman, I don't place blame, like I said before. But in business, accountability is necessary. So they're the liaison. So you're right in saying caffeine because it dawned on me that different things gave credence. So Debo's interview gave credence to not only him knowing, but when I seen Caffeine promoting it, and then you see Drake was on the live. Drake was on Hustle's live on the live when Hustle was going off. Drake commented, "Oh shit." Really, Drake? So Drake's been on all the lives. He's hands-on with this shit. So that means he knew. Chaperones. Coffee said they had chaperones. Chaperones means they knew that this had this potential. Also, in the battle, a female battle has 3 grown-ass men in the middle of the stage. Smack, Debo, and Beasley. Really? So y'all knew. This is why I said it was forced. Because they both said they didn't want to do the battle. So you have to ask, right? Two things. If you can entertain the idea of battles being blocked, you can entertain the idea of battles being forced. Because they all love the spice until somebody gets hurt. Yeah, exactly. All right, so I'm glad you said that. So if you can entertain battles being blocked, you can entertain battles being forced. Right? Because it's the same concept. I'm not saying this took place. I'm saying that what we've seen is that both ladies did not want to do the battle. Coffee said it again. You can go watch it yourself in her 15 Minutes of Fame interview. The post-battle interview right after the battle. Right? Exactly, man. If Beasley was there and Beasley touched Hustle, and what Hustle said, don't fucking touch me. And the first thing she said after that was, you set me up. I know why she feels set up. I know why she feels set up. This is an ongoing, from my opinion, from the outside looking in, this is a never-ending cycle with regards to them, but she always goes back. I know why she felt set up, because she feels like she's loyal. And I'm not sure the exact conversation, but she felt played. And I can understand it. But Hustle on some, I'm saying with love, Hustle, you have to take accountability and make moves and make moves that put you first and have people around you that want to see you win. And I'm not saying that they don't, but I don't feel that they do all the time. And this is a 10-year thing going on. This is not the first time something like this has happened. But accountability first. I'm gonna tell y'all this before I bring it home, right? Before Queen of the Ring, I was already outside doing building a platform for female rappers. It was called the Ladies Room DVD, right? We're interviewing every rapper, right? Every female rapper, because I wanted to show that we're out here. Because the narrative then was that we didn't exist. I'm rapping, but I'm young mogul doing what I'm supposed to. You feel me? I'm outside. The reason why I was doing it was a purpose though. The purpose was not only to show that female rappers existed in abundance, but that I wanted to know for myself, why is it that these women are not breaking through? Why is it, what is it that's keeping women from breaking through? That's why I built the platform. So you know what I found out? Aside from the obvious obstacles that all artists go through, men and women, the additional obstacles for women is dealing with men that don't respect them fully, or that want to use them, or that are attracted to them, or whatever. I'm not here to do that. What I'm here to say is accountability. What I realized is that a lot of female rappers did it to themselves. They did facts. You hit it right. I see your comment, Nicole. What's goody? We hold ourselves back honestly. Yes. That's everyone in life, right? We are our own detriment. We are our biggest obstacle. You got to look in the fucking mirror. You're holding yourself back. What up? I want to call you by your rap name, but I'm going to call you Jerome right now. What up? But I realized that because I'm interviewing all these, we had a fire. I'm really female Smack low-key. We was outside. We had a Ladies Room DVD because Smack didn't have no girls on the cover of Smack DVD. So I was out there trying to be the female Smack. I interviewed Lady Luck, Babs. This is Babs when this is after making her the band. Reese Steele. We knew Reese Steele was going to pop or get some attention because everywhere we went outside, Reese Steele was there, rapping outside with mad hunger. You know what I'm saying? There was this girl, I'm going to tell you real quick, her name was Adonis the Amazon from Philly. She was dead nice, right? Dead nice. She battled at our first event. She won. I gave out money, right? Mind you, I'm a rapper doing this, but I'm trying to play both roles. Adonis is so nice. K Slay did a mixtape for her. That's how nice she was. If K Slay stamping you, but then you ask yourself, what happened to her? Why she didn't break through? She had K Slay backing her. And then I realized it's us, yo. Some of it that was on her. Accountability falls on us. It's not always a lot of obstacles happen, right? Yes. That's why I only really fall in love with the female rappers that talk, they speak, they struggle, they pain, and all that. Tell the real story. Why you not talking about the real story? You know what I'm saying? Tell how niggas trying to get you to fuck for beats. Talk about it. Yo, with all my rhymes, I used to shoot at all the fake drug dealer niggas that fronted on selling drugs, and all the niggas that was trying to holler and not giving me their business. Shit like that. I'm Tanya Tangent. I'm veering off. But bringing it full circle, man. Yeah, accountability falls on us, first and foremost. But in business, accountability falls on the business. So accountability is on URL and caffeine. Because URL allowed it. So now it's, Shay Bars, talk about it. Because now, do you feel like the extra aggression comes from years of being shit on, so we overcompensate the need for no disrespect? Maybe, but I feel like you, Boogie Blue, what up? Like your whole style, I feel like, and I'm going to bring it full circle. Now I'm going to go, because I'm interviewing Sirius Jones at 8 o'clock on IG, so meet me on there if you want to check it out. But you still stay a lady. It's all types of women, so it's not about that. I'm saying that this is why in battle rap, I like when the women are exhibiting their, like, I'm like a tomboy or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I'm still all woman. So when I rap, it's grown woman bars. You feel me? I'm talking like a woman. And we have our own demographic. That's a whole nother topic, but we have our own demographic. But what was dope about URL, so I want to bring a full circle. What's dope about URL is that URL backing female battle rap is a great thing. You know why? As someone who has been in it, this is the first time in years that the men are actually engaging more with women battle rap. They used to diss it and ignore it. Only certain men really fucked with it. The dudes that fucked with us in general. But for real, the main demographic for battle rap is men, right? And the men was anti. So how I found that out was being an owner. When I started BossChick Battle League, looking at, the analytics, it's like 50-50, right? But it's not really, because 50% of that, I got 50% of men. That's another stat I don't want to go into. But I just realized that support, when you watch all the groups, the comments, they wasn't really fucking with it. So URL, shout out to y'all. Y'all are doing the right thing. I hope, this is why I need to do this longer. But this is why this is important to talk about, because the bag is here. That's part 2. I didn't get to the bag because there's still a high discrepancy in the pay rate between men and women in battle rap. And that matters. This came up in Geechee's and Surf's live, which was very, very dope for the culture. Shout out to both of them. Surf was talking some good shit. Surf has been talking some good shit lately. I like where he's going and growing, you know what I'm saying? But Geechee and Surf, that live is very important, because I know, and someone told me this too, another woman, she's like, they do have respect for the women, their peers. They respect female battle rappers. So what they were saying was coming from a place of love. So with that said, what came up is the pay rate. And why that matters with regards to professionalism. It shouldn't matter, but it does. You know why? Because Jazz the rapper made a comment that I agree with. All right, so your money shouldn't change your character or your professionalism, right? But life-changing money can do a lot. That's what ups the professionalism automatically. It sounds crazy, but it's kind of true. Jazz made a comment saying that if the ladies would get, so because Surf and them getting paid 25, 30, 45, 50, that's life-changing money. Y'all can act like y'all all paid, but 50 bands straight up is life-changing at one time. Even if you're getting increments of 10,000 at one time, it's enough to make some serious moves, right? At one time, like you're getting it repeatedly. These niggas is getting like damn near 100K or more off a battle rap in a year to rap for 10 minutes. The women who have, I'm a womanist, not a feminist, but the women who have a lot more The women are way more expensive. They have a lot more expenses. You got to keep your hair done, makeup. If you are like that, whatever. Even if you're a hardcore woman, you still got to be fly. You got to come, you have more expenses than the men do, and you're getting paid less. So the comment she made was, if the women got paid like $25,000, it was a joke, but she's saying that it would force them being professional. Like, I'm not going to fuck up 25, but I can fuck up 4. That's still stupid to me, but I'm not contradicting. I'm just saying, I'm not going to fuck up the 4 either. You know what I'm saying? Surf Sign at 3 battle did. Whoa, well, there you go. There has been no, I knew this though, so I'm going to wrap it up. But I knew this one thing, right? Even being out the loop I knew this though, because I've been around too long. So I was saying to my peoples, I'm like, yo, I know for a fact that not one girl got paid 10 bands yet. How do I know that? Maybe close. You know what I'm saying? So I was saying, I'm inclined to think a certain way. So I'm like, I hope that Hustle and Coffee got at least $5,000 a piece. I hope that. Then someone said that Geechee and Surf implied that they did. But even with that, Hustle should have been paid $8,000. Hustle shouldn't be paid, or $10,000. Hustle should be $10,000. Hustle's a drawer. And all right, so I went off on the topic, but bringing it full circle, the reason why I say it's forced too is because they used this battle to sell not only the card, but the whole super fight concept, because it essentially was a super fight. This is a real super fight battle. Real talk. The whole super fight series has been ass, low key. The only card on paper was the last card that looked like a real fucking super fight. That the card was like, yo, this is, matter of fact, while y'all here, let me just, I kept saying that all day, and I'm like, what was the last card? The last card that was the last super fight card was the first super fight card that actually looked like a fucking oh shit. That actually looked like a fucking my bad. I'm trying to hit you up with the receipts. It's not really that important, but I kept saying that because I was surprised. The last super fight card was dope to me. I was like, oh, this is a fucking super fight. Anyway, my point in being, right, controversy will always sell. And I feel like they used the intensity and the violence of this battle to sell the entire card, which is why they should have been paid more money. If you're going to fucking so it was like, oh, the ladies, the first main event of URL. Okay, because they are, and they're actually the first super fight. They're the real super fight. So it makes sense to be on a super fight card. It sells not only the card, but it sells the concept, the series. I feel like y'all gotta get more creative, man. Like the super fight shit, get more creative. But I'm gonna bring it full circle. That's why I feel like I hope y'all stay with me, but that's why I'm basically saying that the battle was forced. It was forced because they didn't want to do it, and somehow you guys convinced them. I don't know what made you convince them. I don't know if it was a threat, because the same concept of blocking battles, right? Or just the money. But the way they both was talking was like the money wasn't it. Maybe it was the money. I don't know. So I'm not putting that on them, but I feel like the battle was forced because you guys knew. So essentially you used this battle to sell the card and to sell the concept of super fight to keep it going. And in that case, pay them more fucking money. You know what I'm saying? Coffee should have got 5, Hustle should have got 10 or more because they sold the whole damn card. And now you can't even drop it. So now you're all automatically, now everyone's on to the next. You're on to 40 versus Coffee. Are you peeping that? That's why I said Coffee really played chess in this. I don't know who she rocking with the big wigs, but they fucking with her. And she made the right moves. because they're already on to the next. The next thing is 40 and 40 versus Coffee. Peep game. That's my Raine rant, my Battle Talk Tuesday. I hope y'all rocked with it. Professionalism and accountability in battle rap, man. Fuck with me on IG. I'm about to interview Sirius Jones. And subscribe to the channel. This live will be on my channel, BossChickTV on YouTube. Subscribe. Coffee came out winning. She did. She also, I thought you said whining at first. But yeah, she also was running. She was running and she came out the winner. So, you know what I mean? She played chess. She played chess. So we out. This weekend, we're going to do battle rap for breakfast. Do the predictions of the Drake card. And I'm going to start doing more hip-hop shit, though. Not just battle rap. Battle rap is just for Tuesdays. But I do the thing for breakfast. Good night, Mike. And I'll see you over there, Ralph. And I'm out. Peace.